Hey everybody, it's Old Folks here. Somebody had asked the question about, the whole resources. You're trying to find resources, you're getting higher up there, and you're like, man, what am I going to do? I just can't find them. There's only a few other alliances that we're friends with, or they're too far away that have resources. And I just don't feel like I'm getting any good results from mining or anything else. So I want to talk a little bit about it today. I'm level 85. Actually, I'm level 86 minus one here. I'm currently on cooldown for the second site here, 209 hours, and that's after it's been a while. You'll see it's 247 hours right now to get to level 86. And so it takes a lot of resources. Right here is 135,000 each. I'm inside the part here that once you hit level 80, it takes me 40,000 iron. It takes me, 37 and 29. I mean, so it gets resource heavy. Um, if I look at these over here, I'm still in the 20s, 19s. So, I mean, I kind of hit a mixture of a little bit of both. But what do you do? And my answer is you've got a few different choices. I left a comment on a guy's thing. You can either come up here or you can click on this. And so for me, for 40 gems, I get 13 and a half resources, 13,500 resources. Now, when you do this, you do get a chance. It's 14. Oh, cool. Never mind. It says it wrong. 1,400. I get a chance here for double production, which means these guys here produce more than they're supposed to, double. So instead of 313 an hour, it's going to give me 600, which adds up over time. 24 hours, it's a lot of resources. Again, you got to have gems to do that. That's kind of your choice. You've got the double mining buff, which you can either buy for 100 gems, which again produces 2 times the amount of mining resources. You can come over here. I don't know if I have any. Nope, I've deleted them all. So I was attacked by somebody, which is why I'm burning. Not that I really care. When I come out here and I look at my mine, so let's go. If you don't know about this little button here, this allows you to search. So I can choose mines. I'm going to go to silver. Let's search level 8, level 9. There we go, level 8. So let's go level 9. So this bad boy right here gives me a little over almost 600 an hour. If I'm getting double that, obviously I'm going to be bringing in close to 1,000 an hour. So if my guys are sitting there for 12 hours, I brought in 12,000 silver, which is not a bad little chunk of change for doing their job. So that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I farm a lot of resources. I've found a few guys that have resources, and I attack them, but I'm not kind of that jerk guy that rides people over and over either. I'm not going to, if they're active, if they're inactive, then I don't mind doing it. So you're kind of left with that choice. Now when I say, hey, what about people around me to attack? So if I pull out my world map, we're out here. So I start to look around. Well, there's nobody here. There's nobody here. You kind of see this is like a seek and destroy game. There's a mine over here. Warlords. I mean, there's just one person holding that. I could attack it, but I'm not going to get anything for it. So there's just nobody around for me to hit. Anybody else is going to be way out over here. It's just not worth it. So unless you're inside a kingdom, if I pull back to our main kingdom area here, I'm not going to find anything special. So if that's the case, then I'm attacking my allies. Now, that's never a good cause. So it just takes time. That's why they're so important. But if I go back inside here, every academy thing that I look at, the next one gives me 187 health. This gives me 13 power. So it's a reason why it costs as much as it does. So there's no simple answer. There's no quick answer. The easiest answer is obviously if you've got a ton of cash to spend. I know a guy whose name shall remain nameless because he watches my channel, who probably spends close to 400 gems a day buying resources. And why? Because he's got tech clocks. On this account, I don't have many left. I think I've got like next to none. Yeah, I got 67. But on my other server, I've got like 2,000. Well, if I don't have the resources, they don't do me any good. And so that's what he's been doing, is he's been blowing through his resources, using the tech clocks to get bigger and badder. But that's all you can do. I try to keep my levels a certain level. So you'll see here, these are all kind of where I want them. Not necessarily. I prefer to have these up a little bit more. Your other option also, and this is just a last thing before I finish up. If you're only going to run a Magic team, if you're never going to run an AD team, or vice versa, don't worry about investing in the attack power part for the AD or the AP. That's one of the things Dwizzle will tell you he's done. He's only going to run an AD team. He's not going to run an AP team. He's not running a Magic team. So he doesn't invest heavily in here, which allows him to focus just on this. So if all he needs is iron and crystal, and he doesn't need silver and crystal, it allows him to mine just the two that he needs more than he needs the other. So he's getting more resources in what he needs and not in the other. So if you're only going to go down one branch and you know that's how you're going to do it, you can skip it doing that. So, if you think about this here, that's a ton of resources not wasted. That's a ton of resources not wasted. So it really allows you to focus. But at the same time, it handicaps you if you ever come back and you go, man, I wish I had the opposite team. Then you got to start investing into it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great one. Again, if you got any questions, feel free to leave them. I'll gladly answer them. And I will talk to you all later.